question paper and the answering. Okay, some answers you did wrong. That one I'll discuss it first, and then we can pass on to the topic. Okay. So though if you have the question paper, you can check it. The common mistake seen is in section A, section E, second question. In section A, second question. In second question, A is equal to the set A, B, set CD and E. The option is given. Okay, the question is C, D dash A. Whether it belongs to A or subset of A, this is the question asked. What is the answer? It is subset. First option is given like this, belongs. One is none. What is the answer you have to write here? A, B, set CD, E. So the option is given like this, A, B, C. So what is the answer? If you take this, this is an element, isn't it? Each one is an element of the set. If it is an element, what is the notation you have to write? Yes? Children, say the answer. Gayatri, what is the answer?
B.
B. Okay, belongs. It belongs. That is the answer. Okay. The next one is the fifth one. Fifth question. R is equal to set of all ordered pair AB such that A plus 3B is equal to 12. Where A comma B is in N. Is in N. Find the range of R. Give the range of R. You have to give the range. Range means, is it the, okay, whenever we write the elements ordered pair A comma B, the first one we call it as, and what is the name we give for the second element? Which one is image, which is the pre-image? If you take the ordered pair AB, A is the pre-image, isn't it? A is the pre-image and B is the image. Then what about the range? Range means collection of all second elements, isn't it? It is the collection of all second elements. And we know that range is always a subset of codomain. Range is always a subset of codomain. Okay, suppose f is a function from A to B. A we call this as domain. A is domain. B is codomain. And which all the elements mapped on it, that one will give the range. Range is a subset of codomain. Okay. Now what is the question here? R is given a set of all ordered pair AB where A plus 3B is equal to 12. Then what is the range of R? So here, how will you find the elements here? So A is equal to, if you want, we can write this as A is equal to 12 minus 3B. And A and B are some natural numbers. You can assign some values for B and you can find what is A. Suppose we take B is 1. What you will get? A is 12 minus 3. That is, what is 12 minus 3?
9.
9. Okay, A plus 3B is equal to 12. Then, suppose I do B is equal to 2. What you will get? What is the value of A? A plus 3B is 12, isn't it? And A and B are in natural numbers.
6.
So A is 2. So 12 minus 6, which is 6. When B is 3, A is 12 minus 9, which is 3. So when you take B is 4, you'll get A is equal to 12 minus 12, which is 0, but it is not a natural number, isn't it? So this is not possible. Therefore, only possibilities are 9, 1, 6, 2, and 3, 3. Range is a collection of second elements, isn't it? So what will be the answer then? It is 1, 2, 3, isn't it? Many of you wrote this as 3, 6, 7 and all. The answer is 1, 2, 3. Is it clear? Is it okay, children? Huh? Then, the next one, sixth question. What about the limit extending to 1, x square minus 1 by x plus 1? How to find the limit here? This is x minus 1. So when we put x is minus 1, it will become, when you put x is 1, 1 minus 1, this one will become 0. So what we will do, it is a polynomial. We have to factorize this. Limit extending to 1. So this one we can split this as x plus 1 into x minus 1 by x minus 1. So these two will get cancelled. When you put x is 1, it is 1 plus 1, which is 2. Okay, the answer is 2. Then the ninth one, another mistake is in. What about graph of modulus x? What about the graph of modulus x function? Is it a V-shaped curve? Is it continuous or not? Whether you will be able to draw the curve without raising your pen? Is or no? Therefore, is it continuous or not? Graph of modulus function is? What is the answer? Continuous. Graph of modulus function is continuous. Then the next one is y is equal to, that is 12th question. See, I am not discussing all the questions. Some questions which I found, some common mistakes are there, means that questions and all I am discussing. Okay. Y is log x raised to n. So it will be dy by dx. This is composite rule, isn't it? Function of function rule. What is the derivative of x raised to n? What is the derivative of x raised to n?
N into x raised to n minus.
Very good. It is n into x raised to n minus 1. So it is derivative of log x raised to n. So in the place of x we have this much. So what is derivative of x raised to n? So it is n into log x raised to n minus 1. It is not over. Into, you have to differentiate log x. So it is 1 by x. Okay, check your answers, children. Okay, this one many of you did mistake, children. Okay, this is same as n into log x raised to n minus 1. Okay, note down it, and next time you shouldn't repeat this mistake. Try to score the full. And the remaining and all is okay. Again, the next 21st one. Evaluate limit extending to 1 x cube minus 1 by x minus 1. What is a cube minus b cube? Gayatri? Okay, what is this type of questions? Many questions we did, isn't it? Shivani? What is a cube minus b cube? Anila, Mohanan? What is a cube minus b cube? Okay, children, what you have to do is you keep one separate notebook or separate file for all the formulas. Next year also we need all these formulas. So what is a cube minus b cube? It is a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. A cube minus b cube is a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. So if you split this one, what you will get? Limit extending to 1. 1 means we can write this as 1 cube. So it will become x minus 1 into x square plus x plus 1 by x minus 1. So this 2 will get cancelled. When you put x is 1, you will get 1 square plus 1 plus 1, which is 3. A few of them got the answer is 3, but the steps are wrong. So for the board exam, okay, the marks will not be based on the final answer. The steps will be checked. For the final answer, if it is half mark, sometimes for splitting 1 mark, like that it will be given. So the final marks only you will get. Don't think the answer is correct, so I will be getting full marks. No. If the steps are correct, only you will get the marks. Then, signum function and all. Define signum function. You have defined the signum function. Draw the graph, but only few did the graph. Few. Okay, each one in signum function, draw the graph, give the domain, give the range. So it's a 2-mark question, and each part I give half mark. If you have defined, half mark you will get. If you have drawn the graph, half mark. Domain half mark, range half mark. Then verify De Morgan's law. Verify De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law, can you give the law? Dia? De Morgan's law. What is De Morgan's law? A union B, the whole dash is A dash intersection B dash. And A intersection B, the whole dash is A dash union B dash. These are the De Morgan's law. Okay, if it is asked to verify De Morgan's law, these two laws you have to verify, not one law. Okay, these two laws together you have to verify. Few of you have verified only one law. So if it is a 4-mark question, you will be getting only half of that. Your score will be half of that. And remaining and all most okay. That is and all it's okay. Then give the power set of ABC. Okay, this is the question given. Power set. What is power set? Power set?
Set containing all the subsets.
It is the collection of all subsets, isn't it? So you will start with 5 empty set. Set with A, set with B, set C, set AB, then set BC, set AC, and set ABC. All those things we have to write within a one big set bracket. Power set. This is a set. We have to write. Okay, we have to enclose all the subsets within the set bracket. Some of you wrote only like this, without the bracket. And the I don't know who is it. Okay, someone wrote with 1. Either the question is ABC. Power set is written with set 1, set 2, set 3. Question based on 1, 2, 3. The term of the AP 9, 12, 15, 18. What is meant by general term? General term means you have to write the nth term. What is AN? It is A plus N minus 1 into D. What is A here? 9 plus N minus 1 into, what's the common difference here? 3. So that 9 plus 3n minus 3. This one you can simplify this and you can write this as 6 plus 3n. Then the next common mistake is in 23rd question. 23rd. The first term of a GP is 1. Sum of first term and the fifth term is 90. Find the common ratio. I think that you will get 1 R square. Okay, I'm not writing all the steps. After doing some calculation, you are getting R square is 9. Therefore, what is R? What will be the value of R?
Plus or minus 3.
Plus or minus 3. Okay, and I used to repeat this again and again in the class. Few of you wrote this as simply 3. So then and there, half marks and all you have lost. Okay. Then 18th question. R is equal to set of all, set 2, 3, ordered pair 3, 5, added pair 4, 7. Is it a function? Give reason. Is it a function? You all okay, the answer is correct. It is yes. But give reason. So half a mark will be for S and half a mark for giving the reason. Some of you have given the reason. What is the reason? Distinct elements are distinct images. Okay, each element has unique image. So therefore it is a relation. Everything is defined here. It is function. Okay. So if you are not mentioned yes, that half mark you will lose. The question is. So that's what I used to insist you. Read the question and answer to the question. Okay, few of them simply wrote this as each element is having unique image. Is it a function? For that question, there is no answer. If it is given, is it a function? Then you have to conclude it by saying, yes, it is a function. Because, what is the reason? You give the reason. Okay? Then graph function, see few of them did in graph, it is not compulsory you have to do it in graph. Okay, few of you did in graph, it's good, okay. But okay, it is not compulsory that you have to do it in graph. The remaining and all is okay. Okay, so next time when you do this, avoid these mistakes. Okay, children? Is it okay? Huh? The small mistakes, is it clear? Next time, avoid these mistakes and try to score the best. Okay, this scoring full marks in 11th standard is not a very difficult task. It's an easy task. All the top chapters we are dealing on very easy one, simple one. Okay, formulas, if you are thorough, you can do it easy. Okay, children. So, before the exam, can you name the chapter we are discussing? We are going to start with that. You have to complete that chapter today. Yes, Gauri.
Permutations and combinations.
Permutations and combinations. Okay, few more questions are there in permutations and combination, and we will be completing that by today. Permutations and combinations. Okay, so let's recall that one and we can start doing the problems. What is meant by permutation? Permutation means? Permutation is?
Arrangement.
Arrangement. Permutation is arrangement. What about combination? Combination is?
Selection.
Selection. Permutation means it is arrangement and combination is it is the selection. Okay, and we have learned some formulas there for permutation. Suppose we are going to arrange R elements out of N elements. We denote that one as, we are arranging R elements out of N elements. Then we denote that as, what's the notation? We give this as NPR, isn't it? NPR. And what is NPR? What's the definition of NPR? This
N factorial by N minus R factorial.
Factorial. N factorial by N minus R factorial. Okay. So write down this, children. Write today's date and start. Okay, although we have wrote it, one more time let's do this one, otherwise you will not be able to keep in touch with the problems. And we start with 4 more questions and all. What is NPR? It is N factorial by N minus R factorial. So it will be 4P2. What is 4P2? In the place of N you have 4, in the place of P we have 2. So it is 4 factorial by 4 minus 2 factorial, isn't it? That is 4 factorial by 2 factorial. And what is the answer?
12.
12. Okay, write the next one. Next one, combination. NCR. What is the definition of NCR? What is NCR? NCR is given by N factorial by R factorial into N minus R factorial, which is same as NPR by R factorial. It is NPR by R factorial. Okay, these are the cases when the objects are distinct. Okay, and then we started with arranging the letters of the word. Okay, write the question. Find the number of permutations of the letters of the word. Find the number of permutations of the letters of the word Kerala. So this model, whether we did, are you able to remember this method? Okay, here we will not be able to distinguish this alphabets, isn't it? All are identical. So then here, what is the method? Whether we did this one or not? Karthik is there? Karthik?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you give the method, Karthik? How?
Ma'am, I don't remember.
Just recall it. If you recall this one, only you'll be able to do the next two questions. That and all very important. Okay. Okay. Now listen, children. So Kerala, if this word is given, okay, we want to arrange. In how many ways we can arrange it? So first thing, what you have to do? How many alphabets are there? What is the total number of alphabets here? What about the total number of alphabets here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 6. Is it correct? Then you take each alphabet. How many times the alphabet K occurs? K occurs how many times? 1 time. Is it okay? If you take the second alphabet E, E occurs 1 time. If you take R, R occurs 1 time. If you take A, how many times we have A? This is 2 times. And then L, just 1 time. So we have selected all the alphabets, isn't it? That one you can verify it. You can check it here and you can find out. Is it 7? Is it, sorry, not 7, 6. Is it okay? 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is the total number of permutations? The total permutation or total number of arrangement is equal to, total number of arrangement is equal to, okay, what is the total number of alphabets here? It is 6. 6 factorial by the factorial of occurrence of each alphabet. That is 1 factorial into 1 factorial into 1 factorial into 2 factorial into 1 factorial. Okay, this product of factorial of occurrence of each alphabet. Total alphabet you are writing in the top. 6 factorial by K occurs 1 time, E occurs 1 time, R 1 time, A 2 times, so it is 2 factorial into 1. So which is same as 6 factorial by 2 factorial. What is the value of 1 factorial? What's the value of 1 factorial? Yes, Achyut? Not able to hear.
1.
1. Very good. 1 factorial is 1. So the 6 factorial by 2 factorial. So biggest should be expressed in terms of smallest, isn't it? That is the method we learned. Bigger one, which is bigger, 6 or 2? 6 is bigger. So we can write this as 2 factorial into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6 by 2 factorial. Then cut short it, we get the answer. What is the answer, Nandana?
360.
360. Okay, so before the exam, whether we have discussed this model or not, Nandana? Whether we discussed this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, one more question let's do in this method. Now, is it clear, children? Is it okay? Aryan? Aryan? Where is Aryan? Aryan, is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Krishna Chandran?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, write the next one. You'll be giving the answer. Find the number of permutation of the letters of the word. Find the number of permutation of the letters of the word Allahabad. Allahabad. Letters of the word Allahabad. Allahabad. Okay, calculate this and give the answer, children. First you write, okay, what is the total number of alphabets? Then find out the occurrence of each alphabet. Nice. What is the answer? What is the answer, children? What is the total number of alphabets there?
9.
9. So, then, if you take the alphabet A occurs?
3 times. 4 times.
A occurs 4 times. Okay. Then L?
2.
2. Then H?
Once.
Once. B?
Once.
B? Once. Simplify and give me the answer. Final answer 9 factorial by 4 factorial into 2 factorial. And simplifying, what is the answer, Atul?
7,500.
7,500. Check it. Check your answer. Ashwin?
7,560.
60. Okay. Ashwin, what's your answer, Ashwin? What's the answer you got?
7560, ma'am.
Okay, 7,560. That's your answer. Okay, are you getting the answer? Aditya, Satyan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so the next one we are going to learn is very important, children. Okay, right, the next one. Find the number of different 8-letter arrangements. Find the number of different 8-letter arrangements that can be made from the letters of the word. Find the number of different 8-letter arrangements that can be made from the letters of the word daughter. It can be made from the letters of the word daughter. So that first one, all vowels occur together. So that all vowels occur together. Second one, all vowels do not occur together. All vowels do not occur together. What's the question given here? You are given with the word daughter, isn't it? We want to find in how many words the vowels will occur together. Okay, I'm going to do the first part. Listen, all of you children, you can do the calculation, writing and all afterwards. If you are not able to follow, the next 2 or 3 questions are based on this model itself. Okay, so listen, I'm going to take the word daughter. Okay, we want I'm taking the first case. We want the vowels together, isn't it? So all the vowels should come as a single unit. So what we are going to do is to take the word daughter. D, is it a vowel? No, isn't it? So I am writing D separate. What about A? It is a vowel. Okay, what about the next letter? U, is it a vowel? G, it is a non-vowel. And how many times it occurs? D, it occurs only one time. G also occurs one time. Then you take the next alphabet, H. It is not vowel and it is occurring only one time. T, it is one time. E, it is a vowel. R is a non-vowel. Is it okay? What we did here, all the non-vowels we are writing it separately. We want all the vowels together. What we are going to do, we take this vowel as a single unit. We are going to consider this A, U, E as a single object. Is it clear? What is the question we want? What do you have to find? How many times the vowels occur together? So, we take the vowels as a single object. This A, U, E as a single object. So, this one is occurring only one time. So, how many words are there? Can you find out here? How many words are there? How many letters you will get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it 6? If you take AUE as a single word, if you take this as a single object, okay, you will get this as a 6-letter word. Is it okay? D occurs one time, AUE as a single unit, G is one time, H one time, T one time, R one time. Is it okay? Therefore, how many times? Okay, so number of words with vowels together. Yes. Listen children, this is important. So vowels together is 6 factorial by. From where I got the 6? You are counting this. Each alphabet you are taking as a single unit. Okay, if you take this total, there are 6 words. 6 factorial by. And if you take each object, it is coming only once. So by 1 factorial into everything is coming 1 factorial. Into, now listen. Look at this single object AUE. AUE. This is AUE we are taking as a single unit. But here 3 objects are there, isn't it? Whether we have 3 objects, is it a word with 3 letters? Is it a word with 3 letters? So again we have to look at the arrangement of AUE. AUE we can write, or we can write AEU, like this we can rearrange. So we have to look at the arrangement of this word AUE. So if you take AUE, what is the total alphabets here? Total alphabets it is 3, in which A occurs one time, U occurs one time, E occurs one time. So the total number of arrangements is 3 factorial by 1 factorial into 1 factorial into 1 factorial. Is it okay? So that is 6 factorial into 3 factorial. So in this much words, we will have the vowels will be coming together. To take vowels as together, what we are doing? We take the vowels as a single unit. If you take the alphabet D, it is a non-vowel. A is vowel, U is a vowel, E. So we take all the vowels together. And the non-vowels, we are counting and checking that one. How many times it occurs? G is occurring one time, H is occurring one time, T once, R once. So it is if you take AUE as a single object, it is a 6-letter word. Okay, that word is formed with 6 letters. So what is the total number of arrangements? 6 factorial by. Each one is occurring only once. So 6 factorial by 1 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial. Into, you take the vowels, collection of vowels. So 3 vowels are there. So 3 vowels. So this is a word made with 3 alphabets. Earlier we learned how to arrange Allahabad. Same model only you are taking here. Total number of alphabets is 3. A occurs one time, U occurs one time, E occurs one time. So it is 6 factorial into 3 factorial. So what is the answer? Multiply this and give the answer. What is 6 factorial into 3 factorial? What is the answer? What is the answer, Emmanuel? What is 6 factorial? It is 720. Okay. $720. Check it. Check your answer. 6 factorial into 3 factorial is there. Emmanuel, check your answer.
4320.
Okay. What is the value of 6 factorial? Dia, 6 factorial is? Dia, can you give 6 factorial? Dia. Huh? See, unmute it and give the answer. You are saying something, but I am not able to hear. Dia, what is 6 factorial? 720 into 3 factorial is 6, isn't it? So answer is 4320. Now what is the second part? What is asked in the second one? Second case, vowels not together. Vowels not together. Vowels will not be occurring together. So in this case, whenever we are asked to find vowels not together, it is same as total arrangement minus vowels together. Is it correct? Total arrangements, how many are there? From there, what we can do, in how many words the vowels coming together? Vowels together you subtract. Total arrangement minus vowels together. So how will you find the total arrangement? The word is given as daughter, isn't it? So how will you find the total arrangement here? So it is what is the total number of alphabets used here? Total alphabet is 8, isn't it? Total alphabet is 8. If you take the alphabet D, it occurs once. A occurs once, U once, G once, P once, H once, E once, R is 1. So what is the total? Is it 8? So the total arrangement is, so total number of arrangement is 8 factorial. Therefore, so number of arrangements in which vowel not occurred together, in which vowels are not together is equal to, vowels are not together will be same as total minus vowels together. Okay, total now we got this as 8 factorial minus vowels together. Earlier we calculated that one, that is 4320. So find 8 factorial. From there you subtract 4320, you'll get the answer. Is it okay? Similar question only we'll be discussing in the next class. Okay, similar question, and this model questions are all important questions. You'll get first section C and D. Either 3-mark question or 5-mark questions from this. Okay, children, we end this session. Complete this one and find, okay, calculate the answer. So next period you can just check the answer. Okay. Next period we will be continuing with this similar model itself. Okay. If you have any doubt, that period we can clear it. Okay, now we end the session, children. Thank you.